Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Tuesday, August the 27th. And today we had the first back-to-back red day in about 25 trading days, so over a month. Not too happy about that, and I was green as far as a net green on the day across the funded accounts. And I was trying to push it and trying to get all the accounts into solidly green, and ended up with a red day on my 150K account, which is a little bit frustrating, but is what it is. What am I got going on here? Let's move this out of the way. There we go. What's causing that? But anyway, so on the mistake really for today was trading the first 30 minutes. And I've noticed that this has been a bit of a problem recently. I'll take some trades early in the day and end up with some losses that I then spend the rest of the day trying to get back, and that's precisely what happened today. As you can see, I took a trade here in the open on the 150K. I took a trade here above this 19,520 level that I've been looking at, and I just completely was wrong. Bit of a fake out, but got a 100 and actually almost a full stop loss there. Not quite a full stop out, but almost. And then I had a little winner. Little winning trade here, and then before 10 o'clock it looked like we were rejecting this 520, and I wasn't patient enough and took a short, which ended up being a loss as well. So two trades there for about a $500 loss between those two, and that really was the day. And I literally spent pretty much the rest of the day trying to fill that gap back up. And I never quite accomplished it. I did have some nice trades, took a couple of nice shorts off of this 680 level. In this afternoon session here, I took a short, and I should have just held on to that one, but I really wanted it to either be a quick win or stop out quickly, and so I did. Had a small loser there. I then took a long and thankfully got out of that trade with some profits before taking another short, which I did get stopped out on my break-even spot. I just didn't want to give back. And really, at this point, the rest of the day was just kind of a nothing burger. And then the last trade I took was right here. And I wouldn't take this trade. I wouldn't have taken this trade had I not been red. I was trying to get the account into green. On this trade, I believe I was down. I think we were down maybe $100, right at $100 or something like that on the accounts. The PA accounts. This account still would have been red. But I had another losing trade there. I thought this might eventually break down because we never could quite get back up, and quite a bit of a risky trade, and ended up being a loss. So in any case, but yeah, as far as the 50Ks, I was in profit on all of those. Nothing major at all. I mean, a little bit more than break even, but I really didn't take many trades with those accounts. And in fact, I took them all on ES. This is the newest account that we just passed yesterday. Took a little short trade here, took a little long here, and then took a long here in the morning off of this 626 level. So this level here plays exactly in correspondence with this specific level in the morning. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. With this level right here. So you can see that NQ was a little bit below this kind of barcode area, and then ES was right on the level. So I actually took several trades right here with the 50K accounts. I think on 59, yep, that was the only trade I took on that account, up a few dollars. And then on 58, I took two trades. One was a small loser, but then I had a nice winning trade there for that specific account. So at least we got those green. I mean, it's not much green, but it's green. And again, I probably would have traded those a little bit more, but I was really kind of focused on trying to get back my losses on the 150K. So a bit unfortunate. I do feel quite strongly. I did take a couple of trades as well on ES with the 150, and they were actually all losing trades, and that was in the afternoon. Nothing big, but losing trades nonetheless. And this is what I was starting to see as we made this turn here in the early afternoon. This level really tried to hold, and I feel like that the ES was really holding up the NASDAQ today. The NASDAQ really had two rejections off this 680 area, which we capitalized on those trades. But I felt like the NASDAQ was trying to break down all day, and the ES was trying to hold up all day. It just, the price action felt that way to me. And if you look at the levels, this level was really, really trying to hold, and it just couldn't quite hold out. It would lose out a little bit and then regain. I mean, we ended the day, somewhere, a little bit below that level, but certainly the ES had an uptrending day and kind of a sideways hold here at the end of the day. Whereas NQ, I guess, is pretty much the same thing, but just not quite at that level. And I just felt like it wanted to break down more than what it really did or could. And so my personal opinion is that the ES was helping to hold that in place. We did not fall below the initial balance high once we reclaimed it in the afternoon here. So that was the mistake on that last trade I took was, and I did see it and I knew it was risky, but I just thought the way the price action looked, we might fall apart there at the end of the day and I could maybe get these accounts back into green, because I knew in the back of my mind that, I had not had a back-to-back red day since the, latter part of July, mid-July, something like that. So anyway, I stand by the trades I took. This last one, not a good trade, so we should have scratched that one. But the ones here this morning, that was the mistake. Not taking those trades in the morning would have allowed me to have a winning day across all of my funded accounts, and that would have been a much better outcome. But either way, it was $200 loss, and it is what it is. It's not a big deal. Looking at the evals, I didn't do much eval trading today. Did get a little bit of a win on this one new 50K that I purchased, and I'm going to buy a couple more because tonight is the last day of the Apex sale. So keep that in mind, folks. If you're needing evals, if you use code BCT, it gets you the best deal with Apex and Take Profit. And thank you, by the way, for using my code. I appreciate that. Use someone's code if you're buying evals for sure. It doesn't have to be my code, but I appreciate those of you that do. But the code BCT gets you the best deal with Apex and with Take Profit Trader, and Take Profit has that nice 50% off lifetime promo still going on. So, but the big deal with Apex, 80% off ending tonight, and then the $85 lifetime PA fee that is ending tomorrow night. So we have tomorrow yet to pass accounts and get to that. Get that $85 lifetime fee, which is awesome. And I'm going to try to do that. I'd like to get this one passed if I can. I didn't spend a lot of time on it today, and I should probably spend a little bit more time on it tomorrow. So, and again, I might buy a couple more since we have that sale and see if I can get a couple of them across the finish line. So we'll see. As far as TradeZella, let's take a look at that. So here's today. Obviously the win rate today was in pretty much right where I normally am, in that 55% range. 55, 60 is usually about where I sit. I just, because of the couple bad trades on my 150K account, we ended up with a red day. So that is that. And like I said, the first back-to-back red day in quite a while. I think we have to go back into, let's look at last month. It would have been the 19th to the 22nd. We had a string of red days. I had a lot of red days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a row. Ugh, that is ugly. Middle of July. But in any case, that is the last time that we had some back-to-back red days. So, but anyway, that's going to happen. We know that. We understand that. And we just roll with the punches and continue to try to improve each and every day. So yeah, we're going to end with a red month. That's pretty obvious, because even if I can stay green the rest of the month, I'm not going to make $1,000 a day. I know that. So we're going to do the best we can to end the month green, and at least end the month in a better position than we did in the month of August, which is very, very, very doable. In fact, we should be a lot better than we were in the month. I said August, I meant in the month of July. What was that? I didn't even bother looking. Last month we were down 10 grand. So yeah, unless we have 3 $2,000 days back to back to back, we're going to be ahead of that. So anyway, yeah, that to me is the biggest mistake. Is I need to refrain from trading tomorrow morning until pretty much 10 o'clock. I feel quite strongly of that. I looked at my times, and the two of the worst time frames for me to trade are from 9:30 to 10 and from 11:30 to 12. So I need to stay out of that time frame and try to pay attention to that, and hopefully that can help me avoid from digging these little holes in the early part of the day and then having to dig out the rest of the day. Taking a look at the market, where do we go from here and what do we think? And we're kind of in this channel. We're kind of in this channel from the 680s. Is that the 680s, I think? No, yep, the 680s down to the 500s. We're kind of in that channel as we were at the tail end or the early part of last week. So I feel like maybe, last week, we had this, finally had this move out, and I'm curious if the news events that we have coming up on Thursday, I think we have news. Yep, on Thursday morning we have unemployment claims and GDP. So that should move the market on Thursday morning at 8:30. So if we don't get much of a move tomorrow, maybe by Thursday we'll see either a move up or a move back down quite a bit. I would definitely prefer that. I don't really enjoy these days where we kind of have one move and then it just goes sideways the rest of the day. I mean, if you're on the right side of that move, yeah, it can be great, but it definitely is more fun if you have a little bit more movement. So yeah, I would, again, I think obviously this 520 area is still in play, as are the 400s. If we break down, looking for longs off of that, looking for longs off 400, or if we break below, retest, obviously it could be some short plays for further downside. And clearly we have to regain this 680 level, which we have not done here in a couple of days, to really see this thing move up. And I would actually argue that we really need to regain 750 to really see this thing looking strong for bigger moves to the upside. So I don't know, we may just continue to trade in this zone even from the 680s, I mean the 750s to the 500s. We could do that tomorrow too. And there could be definitely opportunity. There's always opportunity in the marketplace each and every day, but it's just a little bit more difficult when we're in that sideways range for me, than if we have a nice setup and a bigger move up or a bigger move down. So ES, probably fairly similar. We are again kind of bumping towards the higher side of the market. So we did have that move down, tested the 615s, pushed back out of there today, and we ended up here in this 650 range, 645, 650 range. So I feel like the same thing is kind of in play. We really need to I would like to see this thing really reclaim 665 for a shot at the market highs, at the all-time highs. So I think that's really where we want to see this thing reclaim above and really set up some nice longs for new highs there, or we could see some short opportunities down into the 25s and really down into the 615s. But it'd be nice to see a bounce here and a strong move up, or a reclaim here and a strong move up. So again, everything is, it's very similar. We've just kind of been in a range here for the last, 10 days ish on both on the ES and NQ. And so at some point here, we're going to see this thing break out into some bigger, into some different areas, I should say. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. We'll do our best to be trading it. I know I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow afternoon, so I might have a shorter day tomorrow. I may only be able to trade parts of the morning session tomorrow, but we'll take what the market gives us and see if we can make some progress once again. So, all right, I think I will leave it there. I feel like I'm forgetting something, and if I am, I'll just have to try to remember to cover tomorrow. But in any case, I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you all hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for using my code. And if you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to do these updates every day, taking you along on my trading journey. So have a great night. Have a good trading day tomorrow, and we'll have another update for you tomorrow afternoon. Take care, and so long.